Oh, okay, here I am again. I am AstariusMiraculii, and welcome to a dose of ascended bliss. Today, beloveds, I want to touch on the essence of relationship. You know, I talk a lot about ascension, and ascension is the path of relationships. Because when we come into the resonance of the ascension, what that basically is a connecting, a reabsorption into the all that is, God, Goddess Absolute, which comprises every being that is, was, or ever will be. So to ascend is to come into eternal relationship with all that is. And the way in which we practice toward that is through our individual relationships with our romantic beloveds, with our brothers and sisters, with our family members, with our community, and so forth. So I want to start by sharing with you a selection from my book, Miraculii, Song of Ascension, and this particular passage is healing through relationship. Relationship is a vessel for the journey of love that leads back to heaven. When harmony exists in relationship, there is centeredness and the absence of strife. Inharmonious relating leads to ill health at the mental, emotional levels. There is no such thing as genuine health without healthy relationships. Three important ingredients for relationships are self-love, forgiveness, and trust. Who can sincerely love anyone without first loving themselves? Relationships reflect back to us how we feel about ourselves. A mirror will not show you a reflection that is not your own. Relationships are mirrors. Many people have strong self-hatred, yet desperately want others to love them. If we have fear that we'll never be loved, fear becomes the reflection of self-hatred and the attitude of not deserving love. How can we gain love when we give more attention to fear and pain? Fear is a form of faith, but it is faith in the worst that life has to offer. When we honor our equality with all life, we are self-loving. When we give ourselves credit for even the smallest accomplishment, we are self-loving. When we cease to judge life and instead honor the highest that exists in all life, we are self-loving, because all life is the rest of who we are. Some of us would make love and happiness our prize, yet we are unwilling to forgive the people with whom we have had painful relationships. If we don't forgive the past, we can't trust the present, and we then attract a future untrustworthy and unpleasant. What we resent, we don't learn from, and we will have to learn it over. When we forgive, we increase our relationship equity. Much like a house that appreciates in value and can be sold for more money, so will the quality of our relationships grow. Let us again trust in love, happiness, and healthy relationships, because if we spread distrust, we will have to wed the distrustful. So when we have this joyous feeling about our relationships, even when they come to a completion, we expand the relationship equity, just like a house appreciated in value and can be sold for more money. However, if we are in resentment when we end relationship, you know, we reach a place of completion, because sometimes we receive all that we're meant to receive from a given relationship in a certain period of time. It's not always about a lifetime of, until death do we part. Sometimes one relationship does not provide you with all of the things that you need to learn in a given lifetime. Hence, you have a number of relationships. However, the way in which you remember the past relationships determine whether you will appreciate in value or depreciate in value relative to relationships. Some of us are like an old car that depreciates in value, and having decreased our worth, then the next relationship becomes even more painful than the last one was. And that's the danger of not being forgiving. You know, when we're unforgiving, then there's an automatic depreciation of the relationship equity, you know, rather than an expansion. You know, the value goes down rather than up. When we're in a place of forgiving, the value goes up. When we're in a place of appreciating the way in which our beloveds have contributed to our lives, the value goes up. As I said, relationship is the path to the ascension. The ascension leads us to that ultimate relationship, which is the relationship with God, Goddess, Absolute. And every facet of the universe is a mirror of some important part of who we each are. Every being in all existence is a mirror of some vital part of us. Consequently, we need every person to see deeper into the core of who we are. That's why it's coded within the word intimacy, into me see, the means by which I see deeper into myself and deeper into other people. So relationships are mirrors. Now, when I think of my beloved, here I am, I'm in a male body. Okay, and so when I think of my beloved as the female essence, in the greatest reality, it is Goddess Absolute who is my mate. And then Goddess Absolute allows her infinite beingness to become personified in a particular body, in a particular female form. And then it is Goddess Absolute as the universe loving itself through the joining. When we are in relationship, we are allowing the universe the opportunity to get personal with itself through relationship. Allowing the universe to love itself through the joining of that individual connection, or the connection of those two individuals. So there is always an engaging of the universe. Each relationship that we experience gives us another experience of deepening our relationship with the universe absolute, unto God Goddess Absolute, which we are the microcosmic container of. Just as you can take one cell from anywhere within our body and recreate the whole body, one cell contains the entire genetic blueprint of the whole body. It can be a cell from the big toe or the eyebrow or wherever. Any cell from anywhere in the body has the entire genetic blueprint of the whole body. And any cell or soul in the body of the universe is carrying the entire celestial blueprint of the universe at large. If the blueprint for the universe was lost, it could be recreated by any one of us. Relationship provides us with the deepest opportunity of merging with God. Now, sometimes when we break up in a relationship, so you go through a relationship experience with someone, and that relationship comes to an end. And then you're hurting at first, and then you begin to establish some healing for yourself. You start to feel better. Then what do you want for that person that you've broken up with? Do you want them to continue to hurt even though you're going through the healing process? Do you want healing for yourself, but you want them to hurt for lack of the connection between the two of you? Now, if you want them to hurt, by extension, without knowing, you're also wanting you to hurt. Therefore, as you establish healing and wholeness for yourself after ending a relationship, then that same wholeness that you want for you, extend that to your yester beloved, to your was-been, or your once upon a life, or once upon a wife, that is, your past wife experience, whatever it may happen to be. whatever you call it, that, ex-partner, wish the best for them as you wish the best for yourself. For that which you wish for them is that which you wish for yourself by extension. And let go of this tendency to want to make your beloved jealous. There is a great insecurity when we need someone to feel jealous about us in order for us to feel valued by them. Jealousy has nothing to do with love. Jealousy is a foundation of fear. So let that one go also. And so, beloved, I wish you great relationships, and may your relationships assist you in coming into the arms of absoluteness, into the ascension, into that universal God self awareness. That's what you're worthy of. Now, as I complete here, let's just take a moment and be at resonance with every happy relationship that exists throughout existence, throughout the course of eternity, because that too is our own relationship by extension. Let's feel sacred pride in all of the happy relationships that exist everywhere. And we invite them into cellular activation, because we have a cellular counterpart of every happy relationship inside of us. We are the container for everything. Let's celebrate all of the beauty that we witness in relationship throughout the universe and create the soul jump start and the life jump start, so that we jump start those realities of fulfillment within our soul and jump start them within our life. I solidify all of this with this tone, as I also love you with the passion of heaven. I am the part of you who is AstariusMiraculii. And if you're interested in copies of my book or my CDs or any of my works, go to Astarius.com, Astarius.com. Blissful relationships to you and me and all. Namaste. Aho. Ashe.